Good evening. I wanted to let you know that you have tuned in to Metron Minutes on YouTube. I want to thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm new at this whole technological thing and coming on. It's not my expertise, but I'm going to be learning and growing. And I ask that you be patient with me in that process and tune in to what it is I have to say. My name is Rima, and you have tuned into Metron Minutes. And Metron Minutes is about ministry, which involves encouraging people and helping them to pursue their God given talents and gifts. Well, I need to start back with what happened to me, my testimony about when I was muted by the enemy. I have been marked for death and marked to be muted, filled with shame, guilt, you name it. Those things tried to come against me. But I was born a breech baby. And in 1968, a breech baby was a dangerous thing. And being born feet first, thank God, my mother and I came through without any difficulty. But I was born with asthma, which tried to take away my breath. And I'm a nurse, and I could get into the pathophysiology of what all of that means as far as trying to get air in and get air out. But I won't go into detail. Just know that with asthma, the short of it is that you do have difficulty breathing, which means that you don't focus on anything else. Uh, your main objective is to get air in and to get air out. Well, praise be to God. He delivered me and healed me from asthma at the age of 8. But about 10 years later, I had allergy problems. And growing up in Virginia, I had asthma as a child, outgrew it, and then to exchange that for allergies, it was really rough. So talk about having a sinus infection without fail every spring and every fall, and it was difficult. It was a difficult journey, but my voice was lost through the breathing as a child, and then going up to be a younger adult. My focus was always to be well, because no matter what time of year it was, I was having some kind of issues with my airway, and then also getting into other things that tried to mute me. I have been essayed, and I won't go into detail in that right now, but that has also muted me throughout my lifetime. I have dealt with depression, feelings of rejection, feelings of being unloved, undesirable, unwanted, and that muted me as well. But praise be to God, at 56, going on 57 years old in a few weeks, God has delivered me from that. And I speak with the God confidence that He bestowed upon me to be able to talk about anything that I have experienced and am currently going through. So that tried to attack me as well. And then not only that, I go to school and I dropped out due to life changes. I mean, you start one thing and life happens and you leave school. And that has happened to a lot of us. But with my journey, I came back to school wanting to be a nurse. Well, I went through everything I needed to go through, and I get to the place where, okay, it's time for the licensure exam. And I felt the call of being a nurse heavily on me. It's not just a job, it is a calling. And it muted me, it paralyzed me with fear. And I ran from that call because I was fearful. And and everything was centered around me. I was fearful of rejection and judgment. Because who am I to be overweight and tell somebody that they need to be on a healthy plan, who's a newly diagnosed diabetic or someone with hypertension or whatever it is. And so I felt the immediate weight of that, and that left me muted and paralyzed. But praise be to God, I have been a nurse for 25 years, and I've been teaching for 10. And so now I teach other people how to be a nurse. And I thank God for delivering me from that. And so there have been many attempts to mute me, mute my testimony, mute what it is I have to say, to silence me and to keep me wrapped up into depression, fear, rejection, shame, guilt, you name it, I suffered it. But I thank God that He never let go of me, and I never let go of His hand. Even when I've done the stupidest, dumbest things to um, be out here in this world. I mean, we all have done it, but He has never let go of me, even though there have been times that I have let go of Him, or I thought He let go of me. And I'm here to say that I'm no longer muted. I'm going to tell my story, and I'm also going to tell you, anyone who's listening and whoever's under the sound of my voice, whether this evening on November 9th, 2025, or in the future, that you have a voice, you have something to say, you have something to offer to the world, you have purpose. And don't let anyone, as they say, dim your shine or keep you from pursuing what it is that God has called you to. And one of the things that is the purpose of Metron Minutes is to discuss what are spiritual gifts, what are the gifts that God has bestowed upon us. So I'm going to get into some teaching about that, but I just wanted to talk about my story before I got into any teaching at all. Um, I'm not learned outside of the nursing field as far as um, being a therapist or being a minister, but God has called me, He has anointed me, and I'm going to go with His blessing. So, yeah, I don't feel any rejection or pain or guilt or anything. I've run long enough, and I'm so grateful that His arms were outstretched and outran, and His love outran the running that I was doing. So I just wanted to come on and talk about my testimony, or share my testimony, and just kick off what Metron Minutes is going to be about. I'm going to be talking about spiritual gifts, and not only that, I'll also be doing prayer and doing discussion with other people, and asking them and interviewing them and having conversation about what is your metron of faith. What is the thing that God has given you to do? And so before I kick off and do that, we are going to get into the teaching of the spiritual gifts, but I also want to challenge you um, and ask you, what is it that you think your spiritual gift is? Why were you put on this earth? Why are you here? Are you here to just be a mother? Are you here to just be a worker in the company that you work for? Are you here just to be a father? Are you here just to um, be someone's child or someone's uncle? What are you meant to do? What were you put here to do on this earth that no one can do like you can? There are other things that people can do, and you can do them too. But what is that way that you can do it that can reach a different set of people that I can't reach? So we're going to get into all those things. We're going to get into talking about that, just some daily encouragement. And I'm excited, and I've been putting it off long enough. I'm not going to put it off any longer. So we're going to kick this off and get it done. Amen. So I look forward to sharing things with you and talking more with others about their gifts and their metron of faith and how they're using it. So stay tuned for more. I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.